Spencer Fairs this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A lot of great fun, and Alan Walker, the president of the Spencer Fairs, going to be joining us in just a few minutes to tell us all about it. Right now, though, on Sunday the 13th is the annual Walk to Cure Cancer. This is a tremendous event, of course, that happens out at UMass Memorial. And one of the great things about it is that the AFL-CIO, Dottie Manning, came together, put this together a number of years ago. And when you think about that first walk, boy, was it 10 years ago? 10 years ago, and you think about what that landscape was as they walked around the pond there at UMass Memorial and what it looks like now. What a difference in 10 years. Here to talk a little bit about that, Doug Belanger from the AFL-CIO. And also, as you can see, we have all of these strike signs that are going on. Nobody's picketing. Wake up, Worcester. I want to make that clear. But you're actually going to kind of have a strike, if you will, to help strike out cancer. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's really based on a lot of the things we've done in the past as organized labor and all our different factions and groups. And what we have in common is this battle against cancer. And so to take those ideas and somewhat props. I mean, we have, as you know, we have two 20-foot rats that have been used on for other occasions.
What do the rats symbolize in the battle against cancer?
Well, in us, cancer is the rat and labor is the bat.
Oh, all right.
And we are here to defeat cancer.
So labor is literally going to take the bat to the rat, which is cancer, and just beat it to death.
That's right. And we've been involved since the beginning, as you mentioned, and actually the fourth floor of the new facility, the research facility there, is the AFL-CIO floor.
That's
and it's
right.
dedicated in the walk itself. You know, the foundation of the core of the walkers in the beginning was organized labor from all the different factions, nurses and teachers and everybody from every faction, retail workers, hospital workers, steel workers, and they come together and do this walk. And it's gone from the first year around 3,000 walkers to over 15,000 last year and raised almost $6 million.
Wow, yeah, it's incredible, Doug. I mean, I remember those beginning years out there with George Brown.
Yes.
We broadcast live on TAG, our good friends at SRS, and Greg Byrne, Jackie Brush, who are so involved in it now and helping to spread the word and get the word out there. The walk to cure cancer, I mean, it's really come such a long way in these 10 years. And as you say, I mean, that fourth floor, now the AFL-CIO floor, wasn't even there, of course. I mean, the whole building
That's right. There was
wasn't even there. And I don't know if people realize, I mean, how it could be, it really could be, that the cure for cancer could be discovered right here in Worcester. Absolutely,
and of course you have the Nobel Prize winning doctor coming out of the med school right there on the facilities. You have all this research that's being done there, and we all have a family story. I don't know anyone who isn't affected by cancer. And
really has.
I got a brother that had pancreatic cancer, and it used to be they told you get your will straight and you're done.
Right.
A year and a half later, he did a cross-country trip on his Harley with his wife. And has since passed away, but had a quality of life that 10 years ago you wouldn't even be talking about.
Yeah.
So even when you don't completely gain, or cure rather, you do make gains. And you make gains in the quality of life, you make gains in what you understand, and that's all research, and research is all money. And we're here to say, walk with us on the 13th, join us for the fun on our picket line and rally right after the Labor Day breakfast.
Yeah, so bring us up a little bit about this. So there's the annual AFL-CIO Labor Day breakfast. That's going to be happening. That's coming up on Monday.
Coral Seafoods on Labor Day. All the different unions and the different politicians come and we do our endorsements officially then and all that. And we award all our scholarships. We have thousands and thousands of dollars in scholarships that we give out every year to students or family members of unions. And then kind of as a segue to that and my involvement with Bob Haynes and the AFL-CIO and the Cancer Walk was how do we segue this? And so as we come out, we're going to be all taking signs and doing a little march on Shrewsbury Street, and the Teamster truck will be there for the PA system and different people, including some of the doctors involved in research, but mostly it's going to be various union leaders doing what we would do at a picket line.
Carrying the signs.
The
20-foot giant rats are going to be there. And taking the bat to the rat, which is cancer. This is just, I mean, this is going to be a fun event.
With a bat and charge everybody a buck towards cancer, and they can hit the rat. We'll be creative.
And whack that. I think that is great. And getting back to the walk a little bit too, which will be coming up then on Sunday the 13th. Boy, when you see the number of people, and here, I mean, a good friend of ours who has since passed away, sadly, from cancer. But when he got that fact that he probably only had months to live, and he lived much longer than that.
Right.
One of the things that really kept him going was he said, I am going to walk in that survivor's walk, for that walk to cure cancer. I'm going to walk, my good friend Dean, at UMass Memorial, and I'm going to be in that survivor's walk. And he did that. He did that. I mean, later he did succumb, but I mean, the power of just having that goal to I'm going to walk in that, or just to see the families, 40, 50 people all wearing the T-shirts for their member, their family member who is either a survivor or is somebody that they're walking for who has cancer right now. It's a great event.
No, that's right. And we've, and again, from an organized labor point of view, for all the different unions, I mean, oftentimes it feels like, you get the press when there's a problem. But part of this, in my discussion with the executive board that puts together the walk, was, we've been doing this for 11 years. I'm not sure enough people know it. We're not just here for a problem. We're here for all working families. We're the people. Working people are the ones that created, the weekend and 40-hour weeks. And
interesting. Right.
Health insurance for employees and all those things those started with organized labor. The lack of child abuse or child working in farms and factories and stuff, that came when working people stuck together and we together as a force found a cure. Well, we're finding a cure. We're determined to do this.
I hadn't really thought about that. I mean, even though obviously AFL-CIO, Donnie Manning coming together in the Walk to Cure Cancer and how wildly successful. I mean, the thousands of people who are going to be out there on the 13th. But I hadn't really thought about that of organized labor really. So really then 11 years ago, as she got together with Donnie Manning and her story fairly well known with her losing her husband and her son to cancer. This was really, I mean, your thought then was that organized labor can help strike out cancer.
That's right. And Bob Haynes was the president of the Mass AFL, and he put together this history and said, if we can do what we've done, we can do this. And we're making strides and we're getting there. And I hope people understand that dollars do matter. They're invested in Worcester. They're Worcester research that helps people throughout the world, really. It's amazing.
Yeah, they sure are. So come on out. When you're going down Shrewsbury Street on Monday on Labor Day, if you're driving by Coral Seafood and you see them coming out with the signs, honk, give them some support.
This activity will be about 10
o'clock,
by the way.
Yeah, about 10 o'clock. It's going to be, and it's a fun way to call attention to a very